Hello, welcome back to the second day of Brighton SEO in April 2026. We're doing live podcast again today, and we're having our first guest of the day, which is Gus, and I need to make the hand signal to make sure I pronounce correctly. Gus Pelogia. Welcome.
Welcome.
Well,
you're a friend of the family here. You've been talking at the Feyenoord Stadion recently as well. Today you're talking at Brighton. What are you talking about today? Introduce yourself first.
Hi everyone, are we on? So many cameras here.
We definitely have over there. It's live streaming as well.
There's a second camera here. So.
Good as well.
Okay. Hi, Mom. Hi everyone. I'm Gus Pelogia, and I've been SEO for 12, 13 years, and started doing public speaking a few years ago, and here we are, talk about MCP.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Because the talk is this morning, right? What time and which room?
It's at Skyline at 11:20. So
okay.
I opened the slot, and just one floor over us. Not that people know, because if they're just listening or watching, they're not going to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you will be talking about?
Yes. So I'm testing multiple MCP servers for different SEO tools. So
MCP, maybe what is an MCP server?
Yes, that's a good start. It's a way. It's acronym for Model Context Protocol, and it's a way to connect APIs directly with Claude or ChatGPT or whichever LLM you're using. So you know before, like, people started doing keyword research on LLMs, and it's just coming up with random numbers that are not necessarily true. But using MCPs, you're actually connecting directly to the server from Ahrefs, Semrush, SE ranking to retrieve all this data. So now it's not just guesswork anymore, but it's combining the power of LLM with the actual data sources that will give you the same information that you expect to see directly on the UI of these platforms.
Okay. And what is in the end the big message that you want to share with the audience?
I think I found some use cases that really helped me to do keyword research better.
Okay.
So one example that I have, like, I'm working on a pattern of pages that are for Indeed. That's where I work. That I'm going after high paying job family in city. Mm-hmm. And if I just go and search for high paying jobs, it will give me a universe of keywords. A lot of them are not really the ones that I can match with the pages that I'm building. So my scenario would be manually go and remove all the ones that I don't want. But with the MCP, connecting with those services, I can say, only give me pages, only give me keywords that mention a city or that mention a job family. Mm-hmm. And we'll do all of that cleanup for me and just give exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. So it's an interesting way to automate some of this work, but still looking directly at the source where you would expect to see the data.
Exactly. So as somebody who, let me put it in this way, should you be a very technical SEO specialist to set up what you've now explained?
No,
or
it looks complicated. It's kind of like using Screaming Frog. If someone comes from outside and just look at your screen, like, what are these weird things you're running with all these things moving the screen, and it looks very complex.
Yeah, like you're in the Matrix.
Yes, yeah. Like you run that from the terminal of your computer. So you open your search bar and you type terminal, and there's just that black screen with text, and it looks very cryptic. But in reality, it's very simple. Like the command line to install Claude or to install MCP is usually like one line. Mm-hmm. You can do that directly from if you download the Claude app on your computer.
Okay.
And you can click in a few buttons and do that install for you.
Okay.
But it works a lot better if you are using the terminal, because you can do, instead of just doing one request at a time, you can do multiple at once. So you can do more, and then it's faster. Mm-hmm. And it looks cryptic, but it's really very simple to install. Like I have it on one slide, is one screenshot, is like one line that you put there, and so it is easy.
That is amazing.
And besides keyword research, then do you have any other examples the way you could use this for? How can it make the life of an SEO easier in 2026?
I'm using as well data for SEO to scrape data directly from SERPs.
Yep.
So you can actually combine all of them. So I started the keyword research. I found all the keywords that I wanted, and then I made a call to Data for SEO, and I said something along the lines, now go and fetch the top 10 search results for all of these in the top 10 cities in US, the cities with the highest population, something along these lines. So again, I don't need to select the actual cities. It will give me the biggest ones. Might not be perfect. Maybe they are not exactly the biggest, but for a general sense for what I'm looking for, it will give me all the search results. And in this case, I wanted to know, are the results local, or is there just like one generic page that catches the whole country? Or, it's giving like there are only jobs that are in Austin or Washington or New York. And my plan was, do I need to create all these local pages or not?
Yeah.
So by doing this, it will go and fetch all the 10 SERPs for me. And I can even say, and now fetch them and summarize if the results are local or not based on the URL or page title or whatever it is. So it does a lot of this work for me as well, which is very handy just to, do everything in the screen just with a few commands. And before you can do this without MCP, you can go on your Chrome and say, I'm going to change my location, and you find your geolocation, do one by one, and you copy each link, and it's, that's a whole day
A lot of manual work.
Copy and pasting that you can do it very, very quickly.
And then, because I think in the past people were always saying a lot like an LLM is hallucinating a lot. That's why you always need to verify your work. Even if you get a data source like this inside your Claude code or whatever you're using, do you still notice that it's still hallucinating then? Or is it just the fact that you give it such a more concrete data source that by itself makes sure that it doesn't hallucinate that much?
I went to check every time, like for the talk, every situation that I had my list, I went to the UI and put the same keywords, or I did like a manual check, and it has always been correct.
Yeah.
And I tried Ahrefs, Semrush, and SE ranking. Just making no enemies. Just try everyone.
Yeah.
And I could do what I expected with all of them. I have examples that I use for each one of them, but I would say it doesn't matter which one you have. It will be just like your choice of, I like more using this tool or that tool, or I already have a subscription. The quality, the expectation was always met. The information that I saw on my prompt was the same that I would see in the UI. So the numbers are correct.
Okay. I think that's a lifesaver then, indeed.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. And I like you can combine the steps as well, right? So you can start with the one and say, now send this information to this other one.
Yeah.
Or create me a report. Like I also managed to create a report that creates a report on HTML from the data that I selected. I wanted to do a comparison to see from all the keywords that this website ranks for, what's the percentage that shows AI overviews or AI mode. So it just gave me a graphic to show what is the coverage over the last 12 months. No AIO, and I think it's nice to generate this report, and it gives you a good view of the whole data. Like will help you to drive conversations in the future to say, oh, are we really being impacted by this? Is something else happening? And it's generate a lot of stuff very quickly, and for all my use cases, everything quite verifiable.
Super cool. I cannot actually wait to try it myself as well now.
But one of the things I noticed myself, I also play a lot with these type of things, and one of the things I noticed myself is that the only problem I'm seeing, and maybe a great workaround for this, is the only problem I'm seeing is that if you use Data for SEO, SERP API, or all of these tools which can fetch the SERP for you, 99 out of 100 times it is missing ads data. It is really only showing organic. So if you want to have like a proper view on what is happening in the SERP, and maybe you want to see like, is it really competitive? Are lots of people also putting ads on this particular keyword? Then the ads data is missing. Do you have any workaround for this? Any tips maybe?
I do not.
Crap, this is the moment I was hoping for.
It is a very good point. I didn't really look for ads for any of these cases, but it's something we should look at. I think it gets trickier with ads, right? Because it doesn't show for everybody. So
exactly.
show for some
And because
people.
it's a bot fetching the SERP, it doesn't show any ads.
It does, yeah, exactly. So it is a tricky one that we should have a solution for it. Like even the SEO tools that show some of this data, I don't think it's as accurate. Not that I never looked that deep, but from what I see, my impression is that it also has the same problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting question, though. Hey, and besides all of this, yesterday I think you were moderating here at Brighton, right?
Yes.
Talking about ads.
Out of nothing, you weren't moderating, I think, organic talks, but you turned out to be the moderator for PPC-talks.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah. They put me on mass media, so I was watching PPC-talks the whole afternoon.
How was that?
There's some interesting stuff, like some stuff that I normally wouldn't go to.
Okay.
But just because I had to be there, and it was, when you go back on stage to introduce somebody, you also want to say something smart about the talk that happened before. Yeah. So you're paying attention.
Yeah.
So there were some interesting talks about CTV, so connected TV ads.
Okay.
That I didn't know. Like everything's managed by Amazon, so you can buy ads for multiple streaming services through Amazon.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know you could Amazon or Prime Video is a marketplace that you can buy shows from other platforms without leaving Amazon. It's like, no.
I think Netflix had a patent a couple of years ago already where they are able to place dynamic ads in TV shows and movies. So if you're watching a movie and you see a bus driving past and normally you see the ad on the bus, then they can show me a different ad on the bus than they can show you on the
That is a bit creepy, yeah?
Hey, and getting back to the organic part, because is there also something that you've learned thanks to those PPC talks that you think, okay, I really have to share this with our SEO listeners?
There was a really good talk about landing pages, and sometimes when you're too deep into doing your own thing, you kind of stop looking at it from the eyes of the consumer or the person that will actually read that page once and just need to perform an action to understand the product and buy it. So there was a really good talk about landing page, like showing ads that were sending people to the homepage instead of showing like, you're giving a 30% off, but you click through and you go to the homepage. Yeah. The homepage doesn't say where the 30% off is. So like things like that is like, I mean, we do things for SEO reasons, quote unquote, right? Like, we need to have more text to explain this on the page. We need to change this element and need to be faster. Yeah. But sometimes someone that is just coming there for 1 minute, they don't care about a lot of those things. They're like, do the pictures look good? Does it convince me to buy it? I might click in multiple results until I go and find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was interesting just to look from that perspective, that open your pages sometimes and just perform the action as if you are the consumer. Yeah. That will help you see that some flaws on that process.
I think the user experience is something we've been hearing more and more in the last couple of years as well, right? For SEO too.
Definitely, yeah.
It is, yeah. I started doing now some user testing. Okay. Like we get a panel. I'm just asking the user experience team, hey, I need a test on this, so I don't know all the methodology that is behind it, and just get a report. Yeah. But there are things that like you assume that this is the main information should be on the page, and I have this with a page. I got a report back last week. Like what we put front and center in the page is the thing that the users dislike the most. Like this does not convince me to buy this product at all. What I really like is the section that is all the way 3/4 at the bottom of the page. It's like, that was almost like an afterthought that we had. Let's just put it here to make
the category page
to get the page a bit more different, make it more unique. And it's like, this is what people like the most.
Yeah. And this, in the end, this is super logical, right? But sometimes, and so now and then, it's great to be reminded of that. And what you say, if you are so busy with your day-to-day work, you sometimes even forget the most logical kind of things in our job.
Yeah.
So, maybe it was also good that you in the end...
it was good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was, you can all... I'm going to get the recordings if there was a talk that I really wanted to see that was happening.
Yeah.
So, it's... it was good either way.
But you're not convinced enough yet to switch to the other side.
I don't think. If there's another side for me to switch, it would be the product side.
Okay.
Hey, and in the end, we have just one search engine when talking about Google in this case. So we have to collaborate.
Yes.
Everything is one integrated search.
You gotta be friends with those.
Exactly. Hey, I think we are almost at the end of this episode, but we have also one last question for you that we ask all our guests, and that is:
what is your greatest SEO fuck up? You've been in SEO for quite some time, as you said in the beginning of the pod, so you must have one big screw up throughout your entire career, which you still think of.
Yes, there was one that is maybe from about 2-3 years ago. We needed to we needed to change something on the meta robots on a group of pages because we were doing an A/B test, and I wrote on the ticket something like to remove the no index or no follow, something like that, and the engineer read in a different way and said, "Oh, do I just put the tag meta robots equals all, or none equals none?" And none is the same as no index, no follow. That I didn't know. Yeah. So he just put none on maybe 3,000-4,000 pages that were part of a test. And the fuck up was I was in traffic. It's nothing was moving, so just shouldn't even pick up my phone. But the guy's working on this now. He's been waiting for a while. He just messaged me, and I was like, yes. And just move on with it. And then a week later, somebody else in the team we're losing a lot of traffic on this country. What happened?
Thankfully, it was just a test group of pages.
I was luckily it was just a third of the group of pages that belong to this product in this country. But yeah, took us cost a little bit of traffic. Got back overnight once we fixed it, but it was a fuck up.
So the big learning here is don't use your phone while driving.
Don't use your phone while driving. That's a big one. Don't reply to Slack messages if you're don't give directions unless you're sure that you research something, and write your tickets properly.
And run tests as well, because now you still had that control group, of course.
Yeah,
so you could compare.
Yeah, well, I do remember we wanted to do something else, so it wasn't meant to actually remove the pages from Google. Anyway, it was a fuck up, but we learned from it. So,
well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being here, and I think we wish you very much good luck on your talk at 11.
Thank you very much.
Indeed.
And see you guys around.
Have a good one.
See ya. Yeah.